Hey guys, welcome back to Fernwood Farms. If you don't mind liking, subscribing, I'd appreciate it. I'm almost at 100 followers on TikTok, which I'm very excited about. And I think like 58 on the YouTubes. But today I am just planting some Vermont tomatoes, some pickling cucumbers, and some sugar baby watermelons. Drilling some holes in these cups that I start plants in. Notice you can get through about 9 or 10 cups at a go here. I usually put 5 holes in the bottom. So, like that. And then you see the other end, 5 holes. So, yeah, I usually have leftover cups after a year between paintball events, family events, and such. And then cups end up in the barn or whatever, and in a bag, but like, I don't know, just buy new cups, you know. But then these don't go to waste, and you get a few seasons out of them. I am not opposed to looking at the free stuff at the dump. Just ask my better half, she'll tell you my addiction problems with the free stuff at the dump. But you know, there's usually planters there for free too, there's starters, and people just throw them away instead of saving them for next year. But it can also be kind of an addiction, right? So like, I'm not planting a garden next year, and then you get those winter blues, and turns into, I'm gonna have a garden this year. By the time March rolls around, you're sick of winter and thinking of things being green again. But so we're just getting these ready. And we'll do a whole flat of tomatoes. I just got some cheap soil here. I'll add in some good stuff later on. Our soil's really good up here. There's a garlic group on Facebook. The part that I tilled looked like I was burying somebody. It was a couple years ago. But the biggest thing, other than people saying, you know, who's buried in the ground there, was I can't believe that soil. It's awesome, and it is. It's like black gold out there. Just hasn't really been used in many years at this area. We have a garden on the other side of the property that Belle does every year. Gardening's usually her thing. I decided to step it up a little bit this year myself. We're both very busy. I'm working 2 jobs. She's working 2 jobs. Plus the kids' sports and, you know, then life things and weekly chores. Plus trying to do things for yourself, like go for a hike, or that's her side. I know I don't look like a marathoner hiker because I'm not. I do enjoy it. I just don't go. I should go. She'd probably like it if I went. I do like spending time with her, so. But I play paintball. That's my exercise. So hopefully soon here in the next couple weeks, my second job will be coming to a close for the year, at least for a few months. And then I get to caught up with some projects around here. Projects I'm very excited to show you guys. Give you a quick idea of some of them. We have a sugar shack I'm building. We do some maple syrup here. Usually just 5-10 gallons of syrup when we're done. Nothing crazy. Small operation, but it's always nice to give out for gifts or trading. And you know, like I remember I picked up my first wood chipper I picked up. I ended up trading a few processed chickens, some maple syrup for a pretty decent little chipper. You know, a little small 3-inch. It's okay. I do 5 inches. What's up? I can't recommend that enough. That if you're gonna buy a chipper, buy a little bigger. If you think 3 inches, buy 5. The 3-inch ones aren't great, but it was a good deal in general. It was a pretty new machine. And I traded for some chickens and some maple syrup. But then I got a guy I play paintball with that he does bees, and I trade some maple syrup for some honey, which is always a good deal. And we're both happy about that. I actually get to see him next weekend at a big paintball event. like the big one starting off the year for us for pump players. Let's see, what do we want to put in here? We want to put tomatoes. Yeah, let's do tomatoes, right? Tomatoes. Get these bad boys rolling. Oh, they're so little. They're so little and cute. Oh, dang. Don't sneeze, they're so small. We'll get these guys. We're gonna do two per cup, I think, before we get to transfer them. I'm gonna do some of the buckets upside down this year. I've got a plethora of buckets, so I was just cleaning up around the barn. There's another project we'll tell you about in the future that's going on over that way. So we're gonna clean up and make it look good, more presentable. But I was going through and there's a bunch of buckets we used to use for maple syrup that I no longer use. I ended up buying all new 5-gallon buckets this year. There was a better deal with actual nice lids, where I was using like Harbor Freight buckets with Walmart lids, and the lids and the buckets don't exactly match, and it was kind of crappy. So I went to Market Basket this year. They had some pretty decent deals on buckets, so I grabbed a whole bunch of buckets just for maple syrup, and now they're all washed and put away for the season and in the sugar shack without a roof right now, but it's a work in progress. But let me know in the comments how your garden's going, what you're planting, what your favorite type of tomato is. Yeah, that's what we're planting right here, is tomatoes. I don't really care for tomatoes, but I do love tomato sauce. I love sun-dried tomatoes, roasted tomatoes, but I still haven't gotten to the point where I just enjoy good old tomatoes just raw. I wish I did. People that love them make it look good. Come on, little guy. Go on this side. It's like mushrooms. I've only found a couple that I like. There's a hen of the woods or chicken of the woods there. But I can't get myself to do portobellas, and again, people that make mushroom burgers, boy, they sure seem to like them a lot. I'm kind of jealous, so I always keep trying them. I just can't seem to like them. But so the tomatoes are mostly for making tomato sauce. If we get a whole bunch of tomatoes, I'll do a bunch of sun-dried tomatoes. I got a little dehydrator I made. I'll give you a tour of that. I'd like to make a bigger one this year with like a big glass screen in the front, and to an old refrigerator would be like the unit where you'd put your stuff you want to dry out. So that might be a project this summer. Got time for that one, so. Oh, we're gonna have a whole flat of tomatoes. I was thinking about putting it up on the local Facebook page here for town, and if anybody wants to trade some starter plants for eggs or something right now. My chickens won't be here till probably sometime in June. My friends are raising them. They have a young daughter. She's a cute little peanut. And for my second job, I didn't want to neglect chicks, so they had mentioned they wanted, so I built them a brood box. There's a video I made about it, or at least showing the chickens. I don't know what made one about the brood box, but yeah. So now we'll just water them in. Make them real thick and juicy. Mix-a-lot's in trouble. Some happy tomatoes here. Happy, happy, happy. Well, thanks for spending some time with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate you. Please like and subscribe. As always, thank you again, and have a wonderful day.